This is zealTV, 15 minutes with Mark White Robinson from Feijoa. How are you doing today, Mark?
Hi, I'm good, thanks, Ken. Nice to be here.
Yeah, good to have you on the show. Now, I have seen Feijoa popping up everywhere from the Keep the Change, and then also I've seen Andre over at Mortgage IQ doing some ads, and I'm going to run
Yeah,
some
yeah.
ads as well. What a cool initiative. For those that are just tuning in, why don't you just explain a little bit about what Feijoa is? Like, is this similar to the ASB Keep the Change?
Yeah, so it is. So ASB Save the Change, and it helps you automate saving a little bit extra from your everyday spending into a savings account with ASB. What Feijoa does is we do something similar, but we work across every New Zealand bank, and instead of going to just a bank account, we help put it into your KiwiSaver. So all your loved ones' KiwiSaver, right? So the idea is that basically every time you spend, you're adding a little bit extra to your KiwiSaver, and over the course of years while you're building it up, it adds up into life-changing amounts, and the great thing is you're also getting returns every day off it. It's the idea of, you'll be aware of dollar cost averaging. You're buying things when
Yeah.
the market's dip and it gets cheap and all that kind of thing. It's that kind of taking away the friction of just adding a bit more to your long-term wealth every day.
No, that's what I'm about, and I'm bad at like wasting, money. We spend
Yeah.
if you went through your bank account, you'd probably see like it's quite confronting, really. But just rounding up, all those little things they do compound over a while. We've set
Yeah.
up I've set up an account actually about a month ago, and I've split it between my wife and I and our children, and then that's just going into their KiwiSavers. It is only little amounts, but regularly, like you're saying,
Yeah.
compounding. Curious to know how you guys make your money on it, because obviously you're a business. Like, how does the
Yeah.
fees and that work?
So we charge a little fee on the transaction at the moment. So basically, it's similar to PayWave, right? When you tap your card and it takes a percentage of the thing, we do the same, but it's a 0.5% of the transaction.
Okay.
So it generally is a couple of cents each transaction you make. We're hoping as we grow and as we kind of grow as a business, we can bring that down, and we want to get that as cheap as possible and pass it on. We're also looking at building partnerships with schemes and things like that to help contribute to that cost as well, so that we can bring it down for the user.
I think of like grandparents. I get quite a bit of inquiry from grandparents or even
Yeah,
parents that want to contribute to their kids' future. It's a great way, isn't it? Because with KiwiSaver, you can only take it out for retirement and first home. So
yeah, yeah.
we were saying earlier,
That's
they can't take it out for those mags or other things. So, how easy is it to set up an account? And we've just with Zeal, we've partnered with Feijoa. We've got our code Zeal, Zeal, if you want to use that. But yeah, do you want to tell people watching
yeah.
how to set it up?
So it's really easy. We're an app, so you just download the app on either the Apple App Store or the Google App Store. Open up the thing. All you need is 3 bits of information. So you need your email address, your ID number, and that's how we get to your KiwiSaver account and follows you around once you move and things like that. You don't even need to think about it. And then we use open banking to connect to your bank account. And we do that so we can work out how much you're contributing each day based on your transactions, and also initiate the transactions on your behalf. So that then flows out of our system, and then is put into your KiwiSaver or your loved ones, because as you said, right, you can share it with your loved ones as well. Like we've got one of our really early users was one of the father-in-law of one of our founders, and he's got the 5 grandkids on it. So they basically, every coffee he gets, they get 10 cents each, and he loves it because he knows it's not going to get blown, as you said, on a trip to the Gold Coast or on mag wheels or something when they had 18. It's going to help them get that first home.
I'm interested to know what the uptake's been, because how long have you guys been going?
So we've been going about 7 months or so. We launched just like near the end of last year, and currently got about 4,100 active users on board, and they're
Cool.
the average kind of contribution is about $2.60 a day, so about almost $1,000 a year.
Oh,
It's our users are doing, it's almost $3 million in extra contributions to the KiwiSaver across them all a year
wow.
at the moment, and that'll grow to something like 110, $120 million by the time they retire or withdraw it for their first home. So it's starting to add up as to pretty significant kind of change in our users' life. It's been pretty cool in that way.
Great for first home
Yeah.
buyers that just want to maximize, good for self-employed people who aren't, necessarily putting in. And then you were saying the mums. Mums are
Yeah, so we've got probably our strongest people who have taken it up so far. It's mums and people who are thinking about their family. It's like potentially the kids. A lot of our users got kids about that kind of 8 to 12 years old. They're both parents in the workforce. They're doing pretty well at the moment, and they want to make sure that carries on and benefits the whole family. So they download the app and they put it in place for the family, and they share it between them all. It's helping the kids, build their wealth journey from when they're really, really young, so they'll have an absolutely amazing start in life, and also making sure the parents are, capturing a bit of that extra prosperity that they've got at the moment.
Yeah, and raising that financial literacy across New Zealand, which I'm all for. Hey, Mark from Feijoa, it's been a great chat. Make sure if you do want to download the app, do it right now while you think about it, and then put in the code Zeal, Zeal, and then you'll be well looked after.
Awesome. Thanks, Ken.